This is Lord Winklebottom. As you can see, he's a gentleman giraffe. Ah! It is loud! I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, he's dead! The master's dead!
Okay. Well, that's certainly a way to start a game.
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh. Wretched blighter caught me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend. And just in time too, as we have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Ah, bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it in the newspaper for safekeeping.
Please give me settings. I watch a UX streamer. There aren't any settings. I mean, it is a demo, but give me settings. I just want settings. So I'm so sorry how loud that was. I watch a UX streamer and she's always discovering these games where you can't get to the settings from the start menu. I don't understand this. Okay, newspaper.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What did it say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all. I didn't spend 8 years in medical school just to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now.
Okay, check your notebook regularly for notes Lord Winklebottom has made about the characters you've met. But yes, look at this girl with the pearl earring painting. It's very good.
Ah, do you remember this case?
Hoxton Fox Gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art until you stepped in.
That's right. Get this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring.
The goat instead of the girl. Ah.
You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're peckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think.
In my opinion, the only thing worse than not being able to access the settings from the start menu is not being able to access the settings from within the game. I'm looking at you, Monster Prom. Yes, that is very frustrating. I understand that there may be some settings in some games that you can't access from within the game, like maybe certain graphical settings or whatever, but at the very least, you should be able to determine whether or not it's full screen or windowed, the resolution of it, and the sound settings from within the game, even if you can't like adjust quality options or whatever. That is my opinion.
I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's a bit on the short side, though.
Who even uses this chair? Also, look, the interact thing is a hoof.
Now to poor
There's a little
with the
foot.
doctor.
100% it's a design choice slash miss. I don't like it then. If it's not necessary, put it in the game! Items you've picked up can be found in your inventory at the bottom of the screen. Click and drag items to use or combine them. Right-click an item to examine it. Okay.
One of Frumple's many teacups. I'll take this. Good for the old bones, you know. And in with the tea. One of Frumple's many teacups.
Okay, well let's put a splash of milk in there.
I've put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend.
Wait,
Wrong, we need to be off.
are you supposed
The
to put the
ticket
milk in
says we're
first?
meeting Mr.
What?
Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Guilford's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
I don't understand.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. Tried to go on a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Guilford's Island.
Oh, look at the talk thing is a giraffe mouth.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public spirited.
I'm not quite sure what I want this for, but want it I do. A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.
Just some supposed etiquette thing. I've never heard of that before.
A number of wooden barrels.
Oh, we can investigate
A
ourselves.
touch narcissistic, I feel. My steadfast companion and colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple.
Oi, do you mind? I've got enough problems what we've been locked out in my own pub without having some lanky bleeder like you sticking his nose into my private bedroom. Oi, keep away from that window. That's in a terrible draught it has. Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry. In a bit of a jam here.
Other than the options thing, I love what I'm seeing. It's got a lot of charm. I love a lot of the design choices as far as like the little so in traditional adventure games you'll have like the hand for picking up stuff and it's a giraffe foot, and you'll have like the lips for a talking thing, but it's a giraffe mouth. I love also that we can interact with really tall things because we're a giraffe. And I think there's a lot about this that is clever. And obviously it's a demo, so they may not have finished the UI for like having options. So we can hope that when they've completed the game, there will be in-game options, as most games do have. I just noticed that my super expensive monitor is burning things on screen. Oh no!
A good day to you, sir.
It bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. I shouldn't take it out on you like. But he's going to drive me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament.
Heard you like game settings, so I put them all into an INI file that's deleted and rewritten on game launch. That sounds bad.
So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's. But I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade serving the sailors and dock workers, even if you have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time. I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out of the island.
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fellow.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside, and my spare key is in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there? Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir, it's a window on the right up there. Not the left one, that leads to the hallway, and we had it sealed up as it lets a proper terrible draft in right through the pub. We'd catch our death if you open that one.
Okay, so now he'll let us open the window. I love this. Ooh. Take the
Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not.
You mean I can't steal the jewelry? Fine.
Well, I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach.
Use the pearls. Or use a bottle?
This seems unlikely to be effective. Lord Winklebottom committing...
Use the pearls as like a lasso.
pearls for a swine.
I can't see a way to get it right now. Maybe we need to go to the docks.
Let's take this with us just in case. You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
Excuse me, sir, would you mind... I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter. I'm keeping well away.
A boat hook. This should come in handy.
Just stealing everything. You are committing common larceny. Larceny.
Perhaps this is the vessel that Mr. Walters will be using to convey us to Gilfrey's Island.
Dashed well hope not, what with that blasted great hole in the side of it.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time.
I'm a fan of any files when they work. I've abused Dwarf Fortress's one plenty. Nice. Wait, it happened to a modern AAA game? Which game?
Greetings, my good man.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
You're so cute.
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him till he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Don't much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hands, don't you know?
He said hands, but his dialogue here said hooves.
Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here solidify. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit.
Okay. So let's try using the boat hook on the keys.
Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves.
I was hoping we get an animation of it in his mouth and him going nyeh, nyeh, to get the keys. That would have been funny. That's fine though. Especially because we got the good animation of his tongue trying to go for him.
Right then, this should do the trick.
Thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub. Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh? You're bleeding well paid for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, yeah? Keep your snout out of me business. I be leaving on my own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship.
This fireplace is as cool as the atmosphere in here.
Hmm.
Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it naturally.
Fellow's probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
I say, barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway. Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom. Shifty looking sort, if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them that's almost not animal. I say, Winklebottom, that fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh, what?
Yes, very good, Frumple.
Frumple, please.
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? At least a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
A painting of a ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Probably for the best. I wouldn't think anything valuable in this place. Not with their clientele.
I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical.
They do look terribly nautical.
I presume this is the landlord's wife.
Ah, yes. Handsome looking sow, isn't she?
Well, let's talk to Salty Waters, I guess.
Aye, what is it?
Greetings, my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
Then you are to take us to the Isle of Barghest.
No, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today, not for you or anyone else. I say, you rotter. We have tickets, you know. Pay for in advance. Nah. Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets, and you'll jolly well sail us out to that island, dash it all. I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty seawater. Hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while, now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
That's inconvenient if you ask me.
I just realized Frumple's still got his tea. We've gone all the way to the docks and he's brought his tea.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear, thanks to all that beer. How can I help you, sir?
I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way, cost me money that does. And with that waste of space drink me out of house and home, I need to save every last shilling. You'd have to get a lot colder in here before I start the fire.
I see. Thank you for that tip.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
It's almost like we have to
Now, let's see if we can't get this window open.
start a draft.
It's no good. Stuck fast.
Give it another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more. Oh dear. Well, that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still, got the job done, what?
Have a good
I
lurk,
say, it is
HD.
rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here. Oh, for goodness sake, I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
Sorry.
A roaring hot fire.
Gives the place a rather cosy feel, eh, what?
Okay, so we can, in theory, use the fire to melt the tar. And we've got some wood for you.
Here you are, a barrel. It's made of wood.
It's a good effort, but I can't very well plug this hole with a whacking great barrel now, can I? Maybe if you broke it up or something.
Can we use the barrel
I
on the
have
tools?
reservations about doing this. I'd really rather not. Excuse me, sir, would you mind... I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter.
Hmm.
You know, Frumple, we might be able to make...
Blimey.
I don't think we have any
I'd say
information
I'll try.
on... Oh, there we go. Seagull.
The fellow over there is proving a bit troublesome.
Oh, him? He's harmless, really. At least as long as you don't greatly value your eyeballs.
Delightful.
You'll not be getting anything out of him till he's got his morning drink inside of him. I'm not
Okay,
talking
so
about
we
coffee
need to
if you
get
get
him
one, really.
I
alcohol.
see.
Alright.
Well then, thank you.
Also, maybe we can use the poker on the fireplace?
Now to heat up this poker somewhat. Yes, that's done the trick splendidly.
Be careful of that thing. Don't want to burn a hole in your breeches.
I don't know how long this is gonna last, so I'm gonna rush to the tar. I assume it's not gonna fade, but who knows? Hot poker and the barrel of tar.
Right then, Frumple, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious niff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
This is just what I need. I could use this to waterproof the repair.
Alright, so that's one done.
How can I help you, sir?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, suppose you did help me get back in me pub. Fine, you can have the bleeding thing. On the ass, like.
Oh, why thank you.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
We should take our reward with us. Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst?
I say, nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably. Though I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here.
We definitely are not.
Now this fellow has calmed down, I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see, doesn't mind a bit.
Oh jeez.
Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. No other doctors around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Will this do the job?
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat. First class job. Even if I do say so myself.
Well, nobody else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. Best time.
Alright then. Dr. Hippo with his cup of tea. I know, he's just carrying it around constantly. He's very particular about it as well. He was giving us some lip for putting the tea in first and then the milk.
Oi, what is it?
I say, old boy, we have a permit here. You're free to leave the docks whenever you wish.
Does that long neck of yours make you hard of hearing or something? I already said I'll not be leaving here while I still have me drinks. I know this is just too much. You, sir, are a cad, a bounder, a dash rotter, hang it all.
Steady on there, old boy. Well, goodbye then.
Oh, right. Let's see. We got rope we haven't done anything with yet.
How can I help you, sir?
I wonder what you can tell us about the sailor that's been slumped over that table over there.
The bane of my bleeding existence, that's what he is. He's cleared me out. Can you believe it? Drunk all me bleeding beer he has.
Very bothersome, I'm sure. Well, thank you for
Very
your...
good, sir.
What can we do about his... We got...
I'm not really sure. No, I don't think this is right.
We gotta put something in the beer? Oh! Oh, he hates salt water! Can we... Yes, we can interact with the sea.
I might be able to get some seawater in this if I...
Ah, we need the rope.
It's no good. The rope can't get any purchase.
What about this?
I've tied the rope through the handle of this jug.
Here we go.
Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope, and yes, we now have a jug filled to the brim of salty seawater.
The old passive aggressive, you didn't make this right, so I'm very conspicuously not drinking it because it isn't right. I mean, I think he's still drinking it, he's just complaining about it.
What be ye playing at? Get that away from me beer.
Frightfully sorry, old boy.
Gonna need to distract the old curmudgeon if we're to get near his drink.
Distract him with what?
I'd really rather not.
How can I help you?
Well, thank you.
Very good.
How would we be able to distract him?
No, I don't think this
Poke him with the stick! Saw him in two!
really... I'd really... I'm not...
Is there a... No, I was gonna say, is there a highlight interactables button, but I don't think there is. Any suggestions on how we might be able to distract him?
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in that thing, eh?
Quite so, old man.
Are we speaking to giraffes? We are a giraffe. We're Lord Winklebottom. We are an amazing detective, and this is Dr. Frumple, our associate and companion. Also, because we're tall, we can stick our face up in this window, and I love it. We've almost completed this. Oh, there's horse braces?
These are made by the finest craft sources.
Well, that's not helpful. So I need to distract this guy so I can put salt water in his beer, but I don't know how to do that.
I have no idea what these... I'm not really
I don't know how to distract him. Ooh,
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
we know that he hates the taste of salt water. Here's what we know about him. He's a sailor who's supposed to be taking us to the island. He's a heavy drinker who hates the taste of salt. We have a jug of seawater in this rum barrel that we need to sneak into his glass of beer, but I don't know how to do that. Because we need to distract him.
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
So yeah, I don't know what to do. We can look at these patrons. We've exhausted all of our dialogue options with... Oh, there's a bell!
Oh, what terrible siren song be that. Last orders are upon us already.
There we go.
Quick, you rapacious rapscallion. I be needing more beer.
Alright, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Quickly, while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Ba-doop.
Ah, what be this foul flavour? Me last beer is ruined and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Shall we meet at the docks then?
Aye, I'll be waiting in me vessel. Make it quick, mind ye.
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits. Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Aye, that'd be, and what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor in dock right now, so you don't have a choice. That's not terribly reassuring.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All my permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Barkest.
Let's go! We did do all those things, Lost. It's true. To be continued. So, that was Lord Winklebottom Investigates. If you want to check out the demo for yourself, or you thought it was interesting, you want to wishlist it on Steam, you can find it here.